Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew and I'm coming to you from the chilly Carolina woods. Today's topic is going to be, what is your purpose? Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So what is your purpose? That means, what is your purpose going forward? What path are you on? What are you doing to better yourself and those loved and trusted ones around you? But to find out what your purpose is, and I'm asking you that question to really ponder upon right now. Before you answer that, think about, what was your purpose? We need to dig there first. What your purpose was when you were in the narcissistic relationship, it was to fulfill that relationship, to build up the narcissist. Your purpose was to be an extension of the narcissist, to be the person who put them high on the pedestal, who tolerated poor behavior, who turned a blind eye or turned the other cheek or made excuses, or a person who did not trust their intuition or instincts and ignored red flags. Your purpose was to work for the narcissist. Now, I'm not trying to upset you or trigger you. It's that you were in the narcissistic fog. You did not know what was going on. My hope is now you are well on the healing path and or have healed, and you now have a purpose, which I'll get into in a moment. But when you were in the relationship with the narcissist, perhaps you thought your purpose was to be a stepdad or a stepmom or a mom or a dad or a brother or a sister or a teacher or a good friend or a community member. Whatever your purpose was, that's what you thought it was. The truth of the matter is, the narcissist was just using you for your resources, which again, I mentioned so frequently on the channel. They include your money, your looks, your social circle, your network of friends, your empathy, your love, your kindness, everything about you that makes you you. The narcissist wanted this, and they took it from you for a period of time, which was the length of the narcissistic relationship, until it ended. Now, having said that, your purpose when you first met them, let's say it was a romantic relationship. Well, you fell in love. Did the narcissist fall in love with you? Of course not. Why? Because they can't fall in love. They are nothing but a hollow, empty shell looking to extract resources from an unsuspecting individual who was you. So let's use that example as an analogy. You got married, you fell in love, and you had a family. Well, what was your role there? Was your role to actually be the best mom or dad that you could be? Of course it was. But is that what the narcissist saw in you? No. They saw you as an opportunity, someone who would pay their way through life to help them get from point A to point B. In other words, you were a lily pad in a pond. They were a frog jumping from lily pad A to lily pad B, which is your replacement, which was the new supply. That was kind of a long-winded version there, but you get my point. So your purpose for you, it was one thing. The purpose for the narcissist, the way they saw you, was something completely different. That's why many times when you do get married and you slip that wedding ring on, that's when you enter the narcissistic fog officially, because now you're going to become devalued. Because why? Because there is a document and or ring on your finger saying that you are married and that now you are in a union. When you took that oath, if you did, you believed it was probably a religious union or a union of oneness or growth and heading in the same direction. It's not even close to the truth. The truth of the matter was that was a union. In the narcissist eyes, the union was that you were the meal ticket. You were the person who was going to pay their way, to make them look better, to give them a better life. That's what it was. Keep this in mind. I know it's difficult. I know it's tough love, but it's real. The narcissist didn't fall in love with you. They fell in love. You fell in love with yourself, but more importantly, the narcissist fell in love with what you offered. That is why if you were discarded and you couldn't believe, you're in disbelief, like, who does this? You were married X number of years. You took vows. You were committed. Of course you were, because that's what it meant to you. But to the narcissist, it didn't mean that. What it meant was, I'm going to extract as much of the resources that you provide for as long as I can, the whole time behind your back, getting your replacement, which is the new supply. And then eventually what I'll do is I will go to that person, discard you, wash, rinse, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat, whatever you want to say. That's why the narcissist many times does not have long-term relationships with anybody, friends, family members, acquaintances, people in the community, people in co-workers, because they blow up every relationship they become a part of. Every narcissistic relationship has an expiration date. It sincerely does. Just a matter of time when it ends. It's that simple. And I'm letting you know that what your purpose was in the past, you saw it one way. The narcissist saw it as an opportunity. That's exactly how they looked at you. But now, post-narcissistic relationship, what is your purpose? what your purpose is now, my hope is, number one, investing in yourself, understanding that you are the priority, you come first, second, and third, and that you now have boundaries, and that you now have conviction, and you're now resolute, you're determined, you're strong, you're courageous, you're forthright, and that you're not broken. You are the best version of yourself, or the third version of yourself. When you understand these things, your purpose gets bigger and bigger. In other words, on this planet, we should be building people up, not tearing them down. We should be creating, not destroying. We should be honest and authentic and genuine, not hiding behind the cloak and dagger or wearing a mask to manipulate people and take advantage of unsuspecting people. We should be doing things that are positive, that enrich us and those trusted and loved ones around us, or perhaps even the whole globe. If you can contribute in any way in a positive fashion, that's what you should be doing. And you should be looking to find your purpose. If not now, when? Now, your purpose will change throughout life. Example, when you were younger, perhaps your purpose was to graduate grade school. You did it. Then what was your purpose? That's right, it was to graduate high school. You did it. Then what? Maybe university. Then maybe get a job. Then maybe fall in love. Then have kids, buy a house, all these kind of things. And they didn't have to be those exact examples. These are just illustrations from basic purposes in people's lives. But then as you get older, let's say you do have a family, what's your purpose? Well, now it becomes looking towards buying a house, perhaps retirement, perhaps investing in time in grandchildren, or traveling, or starting a business, or taking a class, or teaching a class, or reading a book, or writing a book. Your purpose, it's always evolving. It's dynamic, just like you are. It's not one thing. Your purpose should always be growing, and it should be to the betterment of yourself. In other words, you don't have a purpose to do something that doesn't benefit you. In other words, let's say taking a class. Well, what's the purpose of taking the class? It's to become educated. What's the purpose of you watching this video right now? It's to gain wisdom from the channel and to get the insight and my perspective and share your comments and your experiences with the community in the comments section. That's beautiful. That is the purpose of consuming this video. Now, the purpose of me creating the video is the same thing. It's to share my experiences and insight and what I'm going through on this exact date in time, and to share with you in real life my path, my journey, what I'm going through, and my purpose. And for many of you on the channel, you know that you have a purpose now. You've always had a purpose. It's just that your purpose was sidetracked during the relationship because you were manipulated, you were taken advantage of. But post-narcissistic relationship, you will have to not only put yourself back together and understand that you were with a narcissist, or that this affected you for a period of time, but you're gonna have to understand that you need a purpose. You need goals. You need something to look forward to. You need to continue to grow. You can't stay stagnant. You can't stay doing the same thing over and over again. Like I mentioned in the channel so frequently, there is the narcissistic fog, which is when you enter the devaluation stage. And then there's the everyday fog, which is when you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. You're taking the same car ride to work. You're drinking the same coffee out of the same mug. You wear the same clothes. You watch the same TV shows, or consume content that perhaps doesn't benefit you. In other words, you're just like a zombie going through life. That was me. It's not me anymore. And my hope is it's not you, because exiting the everyday fog is a beautiful thing. That's when you find your purpose. Please play that part of the message again. These words are so true. When you find out what you want to do, when you really discover who you are post-narcissistic relationship, the sky's the limit for you. You can do whatever you put your mind to it. Why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you two reasons. One is because you've been through hell and back in the narcissistic relationship. You've experienced something that most people don't experience, but most importantly, you've healed, or you're healing, or you're on the healing path. And number two, when this happens, you see the world through a brand new different set of eyes. You are now in the third version of you. And this is when you find your purpose. This is when you find your moonshot. This is when you find your calling. This is when you find out what you want to do with your life. Maybe you want to donate time. Maybe you want to travel the world. Maybe you want to exercise. There are so many things. In this year, you can do virtually anything you want to do. The point is, when your cup is full and you've healed properly from the narcissistic relationship, you need to find a purpose. Maybe it is falling in love again. Maybe it is striking up a friendship. Maybe it is starting a website or creating a business. Who knows? But you need to have goals, and these goals and your purpose, they need to benefit you. And then your abundance will overflow because your cup is getting full, and others will see this, and it will make a ripple effect throughout the world. That's the idea. That's the path. That's what you must do. That's what you're doing if you've made it this far in the video. So what is your purpose? Your purpose in the past, when you were in the narcissistic relationship, it wasn't what you thought it was. let's put it this way. It was what you thought it was, and you did your best. I know you did, because you're here. But that's not how the narcissist saw it. They just saw you as an extension of them and as an opportunity. But now that you've come through the fire, you need to find out what your new purpose is. And my hope is beginning with you, and you're having boundaries, and you're understanding that you are the priority. So guys, a little shorter video. That's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful, chilly Carolina woods. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great evening. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to find your purpose. Continue to take action each and every day. If not now, when? Continue to know that you are so valuable, you are so loved, and you are beautiful, you are abundant, you are radiating, you are all the things and more. You're a bright, shining light. So no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember that. Stay true, stay blessed, continue to become awakened and aware, and understand I love you. Have a great evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Find your purpose. If you already know it, drop comments below. If you're taking on bigger purpose, drop comments. If you're searching for your purpose, believe me, it's there for you somewhere. You just have to keep on investing in yourself. It will appear. God bless you. I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye. And it is so cold.